I find the adult industry to be such a virus, such a corrosive and destructive thing for humanity as a whole. You know, Now, granted, this is my own personal opinion, but from my experience, I don't know of any good that's really truly came out of that industry, the adult industry. It's just, there's something about just overly sexualizing everything, exposing children to sexualized content, pornography, all sorts of different things. I was exposed to it at the age of what? I was probably 10 at the time, and it was because of my cousin. And back then I didn't really understand what I was watching, but that's when I was first exposed to it, and I think that really warped my view on a lot of different things as I continue to get older, and especially you know um, when I became a husband and a father now, and how my perspective on the adult industry as a whole. And I think it goes to say that it really feeds into a bigger issue, and that's just the depravity, the sexualization of anything, and the fact that people are willing to sell themselves for the pleasure of other people. I don't know. Just something about that just doesn't sound right. Something about that sounds manipulative, problematic, and just causes so many different issues. And you know, I always thought to myself, what if there was a world that men actually valued women appropriately, women valued themselves appropriately, to the point where, like, if there was any other woman that was like trying to sell their bodies, or any men trying to sell their bodies, like there'll be a community of people letting them know, hey, this is not you. This shouldn't be something that you should be doing. Because I truly believe a lot of these people in these industries, they do it because it's widely accepted. People don't mind. People don't care. People are not thinking about the consequences. People are not thinking about. It's like, do you really think that in the adult industry, do you really think these things are not getting to children? These things are not getting to young adults, teenagers, adolescents? You think they're not being exposed to these things? I mean, as someone who's in that field, you must know that this is getting to people that it shouldn't get to. And you must know that this is feeding into an issue and a problem, that you're a contributing factor in that. And for those of us who consume that content, it's problematic because we're feeding the cycle. We're feeding the beast. We're perpetuating this over sexualized um, culture where it leads to children being sold for sex. It leads to women being abused. It leads to men being abusers or being victims, or women being abusers or women being victims. Because when it boils down to it, as people who consume the content or as people who produce the content, we're we're setting the precedent of, we don't really care about our bodies. We don't care of the consequences. All we care about is making money. All we care about is pleasing ourselves. That's what it boils down to. I don't care about my neighbor. I don't care about these kids over there. I don't care about this person that I'm watching, because I want to please me. I want to satisfy me. I want to make as much money for me. I can care less what happens to the people around me. I can care less about where this content is going, or who it could affect, or what kind of mental detriment it could cause on their lives. Because in the end of the day, I don't know them. I may never know them. And I can live conscience free of these choices that I'm making with my life. And I don't know. I, for one, am someone who is actively trying to fight against for my own personal well-being, the adult industry, because it's such a corrosive, divisive, sneaky industry that just weaves its way into just about anything. And then before you know it, you find yourself in a little rabbit hole, and then here we go. We're watching those images or those videos again, and you're back clutched in those traps again. I mean, I for one, I think, and I personally believe that really the only way out is to devote your life to Christ and really seek His Word out and really seek the Holy Spirit out in freeing you from this burden, freeing you from this trap, this divisive machine that's just consuming, and just spinning out destruction. I don't have all the answers. I'm just sharing my thoughts, about this matter. I know people have a lot of different opinions in regards to the adult industry, but I just think as a whole, it needs to be destroyed. There is no good that comes out of it, but only good can come out of destroying and completely eradicating it, completely wiping it out. I know with all my heart, only good can come from that. Prosperity can come from that. Freedom can come from that. Release from bondage can come from that. And that's my opinion. I'm sure there's a lot of people who will disagree, but I think if they really think about it, if they're really being honest with themselves, they too know that there's nothing but a benefit that could come from completely eradicating the adult industry. And I mean, and if you don't, you're just selfish. You're you're just in it for yourself. You definitely don't care about the consequences. If you do care, you don't think about it. I don't know. Maybe I'm being a little harsh. This is just what I think about from a day-to-day perspective. I think it's a huge problem, and I think it really needs to be addressed. So I'm just gonna leave it there. I really want to hear your guys' opinion down below. So please share your opinions. Please like the video. Please comment. And if you'd like to come back for more, come back for more. But anyway, guys, take care. God bless. I'll see you when I see you. Peace.